So hi, my name is Albert and I'm from UX Design Agency, and for the past 4 years we've been extremely focused on delivering innovative finance designs for banks and financial startups. And now today we'll tell you a few fundamentals of our approach. But before that, meet my brother's daughter Alice. She's only 4 years old, but she's already a tech-savvy kid. When I was watching her, she took my smartphone, she opened camera app, and she punched that magical button so many times it broke my phone's memory. And I was thinking, how such a small kid figured out this app's functionality? But well, you see, probably for the guys in Cupertino, it's no surprise because they made that application extremely simple and usable. So that wouldn't be possible 100 years ago with this type of a camera. And you see, is finance this deadly simple? Does it deliver us at least similar experience? Well, probably not. And one of the main issues lies in our human brain because we're not naturally tuned for finances. It's complicated for us. 80% of customers' behavior is determined by subconsciousness, an old part in a human brain. And if the finances being an artificial concept lies in our consciousness, and we have to work with our consciousness. And that is the reason why math and controlling our human economical behaviors is complicated for us. And our UX Design Agency's mission is to raise human awareness of finances and how to control them by delivering simple user experience for finance services, like that camera app for Alice. And you see, there's a gap of understanding between service providers and consumers. See, 81% of service providers said that they fully understand their customers, but only 37% of customers agrees with that. So there's a lot of misunderstanding between the service providers and customers. And as you see, 70% of online banking customers use only 2 to 4 of their banking products. And you may ask why, and I will tell you, because nobody speaks with them on a human understandable language, and that's just a part of overall user experience that directly impacts customers' loyalty to your service. And as you see, 51% of users switch their banks and financial services because of a bad user experience. And nowadays people rather trust their phones and tech companies than their banks. And you see, tech companies, they understand because they bet big on a design language, because through design they communicate, they gain customers, they explain them how the service works. And nowadays, you see, technology is changing everything, and you see, we are moving extremely fast from cash society to completely digital financing, and that's changed everything. Just look at the FinTech right now; it's on a rise. It's found that opportunity window to deliver innovative finance solutions, and it changed everything. And they uses design solutions as user-centered thinking as the main weapon against banks. And you can see it in App Store banking, App Store ratings. For example, personal finance apps is around 80 and banks with a half less with the applications. Well, they suck, honestly. And so what you can do about this situation, you can start to try out your customer shoes, because that's the only way how to understand it, how to target them, because you know them. And one other thing, you have to start to speak with them on their understandable language, through their behavioral, through their cognition, to their psychology. That's way how you can build an efficient service for them. And altogether we pack into UX and call it magical user button experience, because with one button you can solve all of the customer experience problems, and that's what they wanted, and that's what we're trying to deliver them. And how we did it in our online banking case study. At the first start, we found user pain points. We started to understanding what is the pain that users face when they open their banks. We prioritized what kind of tasks they do the most. We discovered world's best practices, painted personal user personas, and uncovered their passions about finances and what you can do with them. And altogether, we put in a holistic, step-by-step user journey map that helps us to build that perfect user experience flow. And only then we can start developing design to information architecture, building wireframes, and then we can deliver that magic and simplicity to user design. And in the result, I can show that users, they asked us to build a smart budgeting app, so where users can see day by day, month by month, spending a safe to spend amount for their spending categories. And for example, personal to person payments. Nowadays, nobody knows the recipient's payment details, and it's easier to send money through Facebook, Twitter, email, or other such type of apps, and we did it for them too. And of course, marketplace. If you still have that boring product list bullet point in your service, delete it. Change it with highly engaging customer service, where users can see product reviews, where user can see how this product then can help, how it speaks on them in human language, and we also deliver them that support from banking community, and they love it because they're already used to such great user experience. And all of that, it has to be tested on a field. Our design theories, we always test them. So we delivered our prototype to our actual users and gave them tasks to fill out. And as you can see, it increased customer satisfaction by 320%. And engagement by 85%, and of course ready to recommendation to other users for 460%. Just imagine these numbers in terms of revenue. And the main takeaways from my presentation would be, guys, you have to step together with us in your customer's shoes to understand them. You have to start speaking on customer language to deliver your message to them. You deliver that magical button experience. So good luck in inventing finance together with UX Design Agency. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Pumpurs. Of the jury, questions?
So this is about innovation in finance. What do you consider to be your contribution in terms of innovation?
In terms of innovation, we just make it easier for user to go through. As you saw in the previous presentations, some guy says we made enrollment process within 2 minutes for a bank. And this is what also we do deliver. We just make that simple from enrollment process with the 5 A4 pages where you have to fill out your personal information, your brother's, mother's names and such thing. We erase the unnecessary things, move it into the back end, project that out, plan, and deliver to our service providers and say, guys, to make your bank simpler, you have to do such things. And if they can't do it, we draw a design for them. As you can see our beautiful design in the result, but also our core value lies in understanding user and make it easier in the back end and design beauties that he sees. And that's our contribution to software.
Have you delivered your solution to any of banks?
Yes, we are delivering for banks, financial startups. Already our prototype was bought recently after we created it and presented it. Also, we work with financial startups that just come with the money and idea, and they say they want to create a specific solution for a specific targeted group, and we figure out how it should work from the back end to the visual part, and they deliver our designs to the developers and create it. So yeah, there are already a few of our products are up there.
How much are you going to earn on it?
We earn on particularly when we deliver that design. We're not like licensing anything. We're selling our design work.
So much more designer.
Yeah, we're much designers, but we're also thinkers behind that design. Just we're not that creative agency just delivers and say that's perfect art and you have to go that way. We have a lean UX iterations, how we together with the client work on a specific hard cases like banking, because you know it's hard to explain them why some things work better than they used to. For example, those huge bullet lists of products. They are always saying that no, they have to stay, but we are trying to explain them how we can make them better, smaller, and more increasing KPIs from that.